What's up, Jeremy Lafrentz, Backstage Entertainment. We've already been talking with Phil, all that remains. Then we've kind of already been talking here. And our interviews, I told you from the beginning, are fun, pretty informal. Do whatever you want. You can cuss, do whatever. So,
Good.
yeah, we're pretty open to anything you want to do here. So,
All right, cool.
And we have a lovely setting, as people can kind of see. Maybe if my cameraman gives us a shot of our 360 here. So we're in your hotel room today.
Yes.
You said typically on tour you don't get hotel rooms, but you're traveling on the bus, you're in close quarters there with everybody else.
Yeah.
If you can get off the bus, you're going to, and today we have.
Yeah. Normally, like, because there's 10 of us,
Yeah.
And we've got the bus, and a bus isn't cheap, usually we don't get hotel rooms for, everyone in the band and stuff.
Right.
But the venue provided rooms for us today. It's a short drive tomorrow. Like, we don't have to leave until 9 in the morning, and it's only a few hours to the next venue. So
Yeah.
I was like, I got the chance. I'm going to get out of here and get a little bit of alone time and sleep in a normal bed, which would be nice.
Yeah. Cool question I like to ask people, just because we're kind of different. But do you recall, an interview recently, or any of them you kind of see that you do some of the worst things that you encounter? Like you get bad interviewers at times and stuff. But is there any a time where you're like mid-interview, I'm like, God, I hope they don't post this or something? It's just painful.
Not where I'm like, I hope they don't post it, but they're, the best interviews are ones that are conversations.
Oh yeah.
So when someone comes in and they've got their paper laid out and it's very like A, question B, question C, and there's no back and forth.
Yep.
Those are really the ones that are rough, and the label is pretty good about weeding those out. Finding reputable people to come and talk to us. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that was remarkably painful.
Yeah.
But there definitely have been some in the past, especially when you're starting out, because you're doing anything at all to get your name out there.
Oh, exactly.
So, but as time goes on and you become, you have build up a following and you have a career and stuff like that matters and stuff, you can be a little more selective about, we don't need to do, my first HTML metal site.
Right. And I remember this too, because like when we first started out 8 years ago, we started doing this, and we've actually interviewed Mike quite a bit. We actually interviewed Ollie once as well. And I remember probably one of the first ones with Mike. It was like, okay, I've got my piece of paper on my knee here so the camera doesn't see it that much. All right, how did you get your band name? And
and he's like, oh boy, here we go.
Exactly. Yeah, so you just search for All That Remains, Backstage Entertainment, you'll see those ones. But we've learned too that it's the fun interviews.
Yeah.
And so I do my best to, bands especially like when you do your research. For us, it's great because we don't do much because we follow you all the time. I mean, you're one of our favorites. So it's really cool to, have the honor to sit here with you even. So, but yeah, I mean, just questions like that, I'm sure you answer them still, but...
You got to be nice.
Well, of course.
And because the person is showing an interest. Just the fact that they're, they're coming out here and putting the effort in and will... take it and either transcribe it and put it on their website. You don't want to be a jerk, but at the same time, it's like, you're like, all right, it's one of these. You kind of just sit there and smile and say, okay, well, they fumble around with their stuff, but you don't want to be in.
Is there like one question you just hate that comes up every time?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
No. It's just one of those where you answer it and you move on, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's something that we get asked all the time, then there's already a pre-programmed answer in my head.
Yeah.
So it comes out and then just go on.
Let's go on. Yep.
Just see it done.
Exactly. Yep. You guys have produced a lot of albums over. This was the ninth one. Yeah. Victim of the New Disease is out, and so you have a single out called Fuck Love.
Yeah.
And do you ever get kind of cautious when it comes to like, okay, radio play? How am I going to work that?
The record Fuck Love. The label was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
They were like, how are we supposed to market that? And I'm like, it'd be great.
Yeah.
They're like, no. So
you guys do really have, with the label, you get a say in, some of that stuff, of course. But
well, the thing is, like, if we want to do something, we can be like, nope, we're doing this, and you can screw off.
Right.
But it's a partnership. You know, you have to look at it like it's a partnership when you're dealing with a label.
Right.
They're not doing things because they want to hurt you.
Right.
You know, they want to help, you know, to promote the band, and they want to sell records, and then their focus is selling records.
Exactly.
Our focus is making music and touring. So record sales to bands nowadays, that's not the most important thing. Streams, right. You know, people watching on YouTube, and people coming to shows, right. And buying t-shirts and stuff like that. That's what we do. Record labels, they sell records still. So it's a relationship that you don't want to sour unnecessarily.
Well, exactly.
There are times in the past where, you know, the label or people that were historically at the label, you know, did things that really bummed us out, and, you know, we were really unhappy about. But overall, you still have to look at it like it's a partnership.
Yeah.
You know, so if you go into it with that mindset and understand that they're not doing something trying to piss you off, it's not a malicious thing when they're like, look, we want you to do this or that. They're not doing it because they want to make fun of you. They're not doing it because they want to screw you.
Right.
They genuinely are trying to do something that they think is going to be helpful. Whether or not they're right, you know, I mean, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. It depends on who it is, blah, blah, blah. Whether or not that lines up with what the band wants, that's another thing that's, you know, kind of a moving target as well. But, you know, if you are willing to work with them, usually they're willing to work with you and figure out something that makes both you, the band, and the label happy.
Yeah. All right, let's get on this more fun subject. I told you we have fun in our interviews. Everybody always gives us a weird look when we bring this out for the first time and they've not seen our interviews. So this is our BSC box. I told you we have fans that submit questions into the box. And, of course, you can check us out on all these socials. But we will have them, you know, bands we interview just draw.
Reach in and pick one.
Exactly. So here's the fun part, though, is then, after we did this for a while, we're like, you know, how could we up our game a little bit?
Okay.
So I'll explain the process to you. So let's have you draw one first and read it, and then I'll tell you the next part.
What bands are you good friends with?
Okay. So while you answer the question, you need to do an action, and you get to pick your action, 1 through 75. Pick something.
69.
69. Here we go. Using dirty language. So pretty easy for you.
So we're real fucking good friends with the fucking dudes in Five Finger fucking Death Punch, fucking Killswitch Engage, fucking guys from Unearth. You know, because in fucking Massachusetts, there's a shitload of fucking bands that we fucking started playing shows with.
Yep.
And so, like, all the same fucking assholes would be at the same shows all the fucking time. So you get to know the guys really, really well. So, like I said, guys in Killswitch Engage, the dudes in fucking Unearth, the dudes from the Acacia Strain, those are all fucking really good buddies of ours. So.
Okay. That's cool. It's usually when you tour with bands, too. That's when you become friends with
you're really into.
Okay. 1 through 75 again.
48.
48. You got to thumb wrestle with someone while you answer. All right.
I'm
about the only one here. Or you're good at holding mics.
All right. What was the question?
I don't remember.
Oh.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now I still thumb more. Okay.
All right.
So I'm into playing video games. I'm into playing video games. And I'm also into shooting guns. He let me win.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, I wouldn't even listen to you. Shooting guns, I think you said?
Shooting guns and playing video games. Right? I've got my portable Xbox thing over there.
Yeah.
Your cell phone is actually most cell phones nowadays are fast enough where you can get on like Xbox Live and play.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing like competitively, you might not want to do it because there are times where like there'll be a little bit of lag or whatever. But if you're just playing the game and not, you know, playing against dudes that are on T1 connections or gig download upload speeds, you know, you'd be fine. So
what is your game right now?
Now Destiny 2.
Okay.
I've been told I should check out Anthem. I've been told I should check out see, the thing is, I've been told I should check out Anthem, but all the stuff that I watch online, like on YouTube and stuff, people are dogging it. Like the dudes that review video games, they're kind of crapping on it. So I'm not 100% sure if I want to spend the money. Right. Maybe I'll wait a couple months until someone turns it back in, and I can buy it for like $15 or $20 or whatever, as opposed to spending 60 on it. You know?
Right. All right. So how are you liking this? Is this different?
It's cool.
All right, cool.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you at one of your concerts?
Okay. 1 through 75 again.
22.
22. Talk like you inhaled helium? Do you want to do that before a show? That's my question.
I think I can do it.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, well, stop laughing. I'm self-conscious.
Okay. You're laughing at yourself now.
Some of the craziest things that I've ever seen happen at concerts is probably the time that I got hit in the face with a guitar headstock, and I was all bleeding, and I told the crowd, I was like, hey, this is stupid that the singer of the band's bleeding and you guys aren't, so let me see you move out there.
How's that? All right?
That was good. That was good. Hey, you're getting some good ones now. These are all fan submitted, by the way. So don't kill the messenger. All right?
That's fine.
All right. Now here's the thing: is I know you don't have anything to go to quite yet. Showtime's in a few hours from now. You tell us when to stop. So if you're liking us, you keep going. If you want to stop, you tell us.
We can do a couple more. We got 3. We'll do 2 more.
Two more.
An odd 5.
Yeah.
If you could switch bodies with any person, who would it be and why?
Okay, 1 through 75 again.
Why don't we do 75?
Okay. Getting really cold.
Getting really cold?
Yeah, so you're just getting colder as you're answering it.
I'm going to start this way.
Yeah, there you go.
Let the heat out.
There you go.
It would definitely be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because he's like 6'4", and he's got one of the nicest smiles ever.
There you go. That's it. There we go. Yeah, The Rock, man.
I mean, the dude's beautiful.
Oh, man.
I mean, I got a huge crush on him. Seriously, got the big old smile. He's got the beautiful teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, he works hard to look the way he does.
Oh, yeah.
The people out there that think that it's just, easy. No, his diet is tight, and he's in the gym all the time. But you can't train tall.
That's true.
You can't lift enough to make your smile better.
That's right. All right, here's the last one.
Have you ever been in a fight with a fan? Let's see. 4.
You're uncomfortable being here. So you probably act a little natural here.
It's hard to be uncomfortable in your own.
Well, your own hotel room right now.
Let's see. No.
Okay. I was going to ask you before you started that. Is this even a yes answer? All right, that was a good one.
All right.
All right. So, in a perfect world, and through all the interviews you've done, what is something you just enjoy doing during interviews? Is something like that
this
cool?
This is actually kind of fun.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the fan submitted questions. The fact that people. I mean, you got a whole box of them.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you have that many questions. To be honest with you,
and there's probably at least 100 in here.
Yeah,
and the funny thing is, you watch
listeners.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Backstage Entertainment listeners or viewers.
That's right. The funny thing is I think out of you just watch our interviews and the same 10 questions always get picked, which I don't know. I just need to kind of keep.
I was digging around too. I was doing my best.
So. So good. So. Last words to the fans right now. What do you want them to know? I mean, obviously they're probably following the socials already. We talked about them, the Facebook, Instagram, that sort of thing.
Facebook sucks. Delete Facebook.
Yeah, we were just talking about that before the interview. Is Facebook? They want you, and we've noticed that with our pages too. They really want you to pay and boost your ad, or whatever, and reach more people. But it's like we earned those people, and now we can't reach them.
Yep.
So Instagram has been more the place to go. Of course, your Snapchat, and then our YouTube channel where we can, watch this interview. Honestly, so
YouTube's pretty good. I got a YouTube channel that I post sometimes, not super frequently, but I'll put together videos and stuff. There's a few of them out there. I got Twitter and Instagram, both of them are at Phil That Remains. The band on Instagram is at All That Remains. On Twitter, it's at ATRHQ. That's your best bet.
Yeah.
Don't go to Facebook. Screw Mark Zuckerberg.
I think we end on that. All right. From Backstage Entertainment, I'm Jeremy Lafrentz. Phil, All That Remains. Check it out.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe to us on YouTube to see all of our interviews and backstage footage. Also find us on our other socials by searching at BSC Rocks or by clicking the links below in the video. By becoming a fan of Backstage Entertainment, you can enter in contests to win autographed prizes. From Backstage Entertainment, I'm Jeremy Lafrentz.